So in 2004, Nigerian Football Club Dolphins had just won the league. They didn't just win the league, they won the FA Cup too. So they were league and cup double champions. Now, feats like that are not very normal in world football, even in Nigerian football. It happens, but not a regular thing. So the people were happy. More happy because just a year earlier, Dolphins had survived relegation with just 2 match days to go. So it was like a team that was way down there this year, winning the league and cup double the next year. So the people were happy. There were celebrations in the streets of Port Harcourt and everywhere that Dolphins were winning the league for the second time. Remember, in 1997, as Eagle Cement, they had won the Nigerian league. Now, of all the happy people in the city, there was one who was probably the happiest, and that was the governor of Rivers State, where Dolphins is domiciled, Sir Dr. Peter Odili, a football fan like he said he was, and like we know he was. A year earlier, he was in Kaduna to watch Sharks, the local favourites and rivals to Dolphins, to watch Sharks lose in the FA Cup final to Lobby Stars 2-0. Yes, he was distraught, but it was a good thing that a year later, his other club, sponsored by his government, was winning the league and cup double. So he hosted everybody to a lavish reception at Government House. And in that reception, he announced that every member of that team will get 1 million naira. Yes, I was the media officer of the team that year, and I was due 1 million naira. And as an announcement was being made, I'd spent the money in my mind. But this story is not about me. He also announced that every player in the team would get a new Volkswagen Polo car. Great. But you see the thing about these announcements by state governors, because they're not properly advised, what the governors mean for good actually turned out to be for bad. Because in the governor's mind, the club had signed 30 players that year, so he bought 30 cars for the players. But the club actually had 38 players and it was not advised. So 8 players would not get cars. Who were these 8? Nobody knew. But I was thinking ahead. Now, on the day of the reception, I gathered, that the governor had called the sports commissioner and asked him how many Rivers-born players are in that team, how many players in this team are from Rivers State. And the commissioner said 8. And he said, I don't care what you do with the cars, but the Rivers-born players must get cars before any other person, because I'm the governor of Rivers State, it's a Rivers State club, it's Rivers money, so my people will get cars first. Now, apart from this governor's plan, it would have been very easy. Just look at the list of 38 players, you know the super regulars, you can get the first 18, they get their cars, they begin to distribute cars according to the number of games you play. They would have been easy, we'll not share the cars, but now the governor says the Rivers-born players will get cars first. Now the players didn't know. Now there were a few Rivers-born players in that team, like the goalkeeper Justin Smart, who was the 4th choice keeper in the team. He didn't get many games that season. I doubt if he got a game that season. There was a defender, Kennedy Chinwo, the fullback, super regular in the team, also played at the World Cup with the 17 team 3 years earlier. There was the midfielder, Albert Chinwo, elder brother to Kennedy Chinwo, did not get too many games. There was the other midfielder, Sule Okiri, also did not get many games, probably about 4 games that season. There were the attackers, Owazuke Wobo, super regular in the team, scored some goals that season for the team, shot to get a car, and of course there was the attacker Sonny Amadi, good in his day, but for that season Dolphins won the league, did not really get many games. And these players did not know that the governor had made plans for them to get cars regardless of how many games they played or how many they didn't play. So on the day of the reception, as they began to call the recipients of the cars, they call your name, you go pick up your car keys, you go to your car, you take pictures and all of that. So Justice Smart's name was called, he ran in, got his car keys. Kennedy Chinwo was called, he ran in, got his car keys. Albert Chinwo's name was called, he ran in, they all got their cars. Now, 25-30 minutes after the ceremony started, with all of us still at Government House, I picked up my phone to call one of the Rivers-born players who did not get too many games that season, just to say, hey, congratulations, you didn't play too many games, but you got a car. So I picked up and I said, hello, how are you doing, boy? How are you? And I noticed it was quiet and we're in a noisy environment. So I asked, where are you? He said, I'm at home. You're at home how? I said, I saw you at the reception just now. He said, guy, listen, I don't think I deserve that car. And I'm shocked I got the car. So the moment I got my car keys in my hand, I said to run with my car to my house before they think or they remember they made a mistake and ask me to return the car. So I'm at home now, I've locked up the car in my house, and I'm coming back to government house. And it was not just the only one. A few other players who did not think they deserved those cars had driven off with their cars to keep them safe, with the fear that, these cars might be retrieved from them because based on number of games played, they shouldn't have gotten cars. But the governor of Rivers State has spoken, and these players had their cars, and that was Dolphins in 2004. Now, was it a good thing? Was it a bad thing? What the governor did, giving cars to players that may not have deserved cars? It's your call to decide what you want to decide. But every player from Rivers State got a car in 2004, courtesy of Rivers State Governor Sir Dr. Peter Odili.